All right. Welcome here to the Northwest Logic Podcast. I'm Logan Buffalini with my co-host Devin Record. This is our first episode, and we are just here to basically talk about Northwest sports in general. We really enjoy this, and we are really excited for the content that we're going to bring you guys. So let's just get into it. Football could not come soon enough, and seeing football fans in the stadium again really made me happy last night. Virginia Tech upsetting North Carolina was a crazy game, and it just gets me excited because the Seahawks play the Indianapolis Colts at 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So what do you think, Devin?
I am extremely excited, obviously.
Right.
I'm excited that we're starting against the Colts, I think, if that makes sense, because I'd rather play them early than later, because I think it could be a team that could build momentum.
Absolutely.
But
feeling bad for them lately. That offensive line, that was like the strength of their team last year, and all of a sudden we hear Quentin Nelson going down with the same injury Wentz had. Even though it sounds like he's making a faster recovery, he's not going to be 100%.
Yeah.
Then their left tackle goes out, was yesterday?
Or the day before, because of COVID, right?
And then Wentz himself, like the man can never stay healthy. Let's not forget about that. So, I mean, I'm confident. I think we're going to probably start slow because that's how Seahawks usually start. But I think come second half, we're really going to get the run game going. I think Chris Carson's going to have a huge game, run 120 yards, maybe 2 touchdowns.
Shit.
I think he's going to pop off, man. I think people really do sleep on that guy. Just because he had a fumbling problem a couple years ago, he fumbled 4 times last year. I don't want to hear it anymore.
No, I agree. I'm with you. It'll be also interesting to see how Shane Waldron does just calls plays in general. So I wonder if it's going to be like, a lot of no huddle, because that would be.
Yeah. I mean, are we going to see that right from the beginning, or is that going to be something that's going to develop more on throughout the season? We just don't know. I mean, we've seen what his offense can be like because him being with the Rams and all, but the Rams never really could put all those pieces together. Like I feel like our pieces are together right now. So with these weapons, it's put up or shut up with him to see if he can actually do it. I'm excited. I was tired of seeing Schottenheimer call wide receiver screens on 3rd and 12 every goddamn time.
Yep, every time. And the Rams do a lot of play action with Shane, so it's not the best with Goff. But with Russ, I feel like it excel extremely, especially with like Gerald Everett coming over, because he had a great year for them.
Eskridge, who we got in the draft.
Yeah, Eskridge is gonna be awesome.
I'm just excited, man. I feel like a lot of the pieces came back this year, a lot more than I thought, honestly. And I just feel like the environment in that clubhouse or training facility, whatever you want to call it, is just so lit, if I could say. I guess like everyone just has so much fun. Whenever you see a clip of them at practice, everyone's smiling, they're laughing, they're running drills hard. I just love this team. I really
Pete
do.
is always so involved. It's
right.
Great.
The man's 70-something years old, and he's running around like one of the youngest coaches in the league, throwing the ball around, bending over, chewing his gum. Can't get any better than that.
You can't.
So
he's great.
You got a score prediction?
It's the Colts.
10 o'clock game. I'm not too worried about those anymore. I mean, those were a real struggle back in like 2013, 14, 15. But
yeah, last year wasn't a problem.
No.
Score prediction is hard. Their D line is deep. DeForest Buckner is good. Leonard is really good. Xavier Rhodes on the outside is good. I do think we have too many targets, too many weapons. So I do think we win.
You think we go air out like we did the first 8 weeks? Because remember last year, we let Russ basically do whatever he wanted for the first 8 games of the season. And it went pretty well. And then all of a sudden, we just decided to go back to our run first. And then things kind of just defaulted.
Well, it's bad because he also lost Chris. And then they still wanted to go run. And then he lost Penny. And they still wanted to go run. You're losing all these guys. This doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't go like that.
And those guys were doing good in the first 8 games too, even when we were throwing, because it was almost like our play action was setting up the run. I know it's not supposed to work like that, but we were confusing defenses to where like they were started to play so spread out in zone that we would just run inside zone gap rights and just absolutely get 7-8 yards every time we would give them the ball.
I'm with you, yeah.
I
I
think it's gonna
do.
be. I think it's gonna be close.
I was about to say, I think it's gonna be close as well.
I just feel like it's gonna be a high scoring game for some reason. I really do. I'm thinking like 35-31. Yeah, I feel like it's just going to be an absolute shootout. And I know first game, week one games aren't usually like that, but something about fans going to be back in the stadium. People are going to be juiced. Seahawks always have a comeback up their sleeve. So if we go down, it's Russell's just going to air it out. I just have a feeling that it's going to be a really, really high scoring game. So yeah, I'm going to go 35-31 Seahawks.
I think I'm gonna go. I think I'll say 24-20.
Yeah, that's the safer pick.
Yeah, it's also hard because like Wentz, I just don't know. It's so hard, but I know Jonathan Taylor and that running back core will be able to get them down the field. So that's why I gave him some field goals instead of touchdowns.
I do see us having like issues on the defense for some reason in the beginning. I just don't know.
I love our D line.
I just don't love our D backs. Like we just
Yeah.
traded Akilla Witherspoon a couple of days ago, and for the whole training camp, everyone thought he was going to be the starter. And I know Sidney Jones is coming in, and he's good, but like he's only been in our team for like a couple of days, and he's supposed to start.
So definitely start. Yeah. I mean, Akella was trending downwards, I think, towards the end of the preseason. Not
Yeah,
playing as well
I just hope Sidney can get on the track
right away.
quicker. Yeah.
If not, I also think that Pete and John have a lot of faith in Trey Flowers.
Yeah.
And they're really going to rely on him for a couple weeks until Sydney gets ready. That's what I'm assuming. But also DJ Reed has been hurt too.
Yeah.
So he might be forced to throw Sydney in there right away.
That's what I mean. That's the only. I assume that's why they got him. I mean, he's not going to be sitting on the bench. He's taking up a roster spot immediately without even being in our training camp, and after just getting cut from another one, right? Or we trade for
Just
him.
traded for him, yeah, fifth or sixth.
Sixth round, because we
We
got a fifth for Akilla. So it always seems like they win.
We also saved money. Yeah, we saved money.
They win in some way. I just don't.
Which does, yeah, like trading him, Kello does give us the cap space a little bit more. I think we saved $5 million, so that does give us the open roster spot too. So I don't know. It's not going to be.
Sydney, right?
I think so. I mean, I know Sydney's only been a couple years. We watched him with the dogs. He was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I know how good he is. But I heard that he started trending downwards in Jacksonville too, and then that's why they.
I mean, he was with Philly before that, so I mean, he's already been.
Sure.
So I think, yeah.
And those defenses are not prime as of late, I should say. The Eagles were good a couple of years ago, but last year they didn't have as good of a year.
Yeah, and I'm excited for Sydney. I'm excited for the team.
I'm just excited to see Bobby again. I'm excited to see all the guys back.
Jordan Brooks is going to be awesome. Cody Barton. Our D-line, I think, is going to be killer. Kerry Hyder.
Puna Ford.
Oh, big boy Puna.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I don't know why I feel like it's going to be a shootout. I think it's because I had a dream. I had a dream like last week that the Seahawks, I looked up on like a TV and the Seahawks had like 40 something points, and I woke up, I'm like, this is a sign.
That'd be awesome.
I hope so. It'll be a fun game. It's going to be, I mean, I can't remember off the top of my head if Indianapolis had any fans at any point last season, but I know they're probably going to have 100% capacity now. I mean, it's Indiana, for God's sakes. Yeah. That place is going to be packed and it's going to be rolling, and I just feel like there's going to be a lot of energy and a lot of touchdowns.
Makes sense, maybe.
Could be like a pick six in there too. I don't know.
Not by Russ. Russ, oh God, I hate it when Russ throws interceptions.
I mean, and every time he does, it's really stupid ones.
Every time.
They're just really bad. It's like he's amazing, and then it's just the one bad one. It's like, what?
Here's a question for you.
And he gets mad. Yeah.
It kind of transitions into like, regular NFL talk too. But what are Russell's chances of winning the MVP? Or like, what do you think?
I mean, if history shows anything, the first 4 weeks he will be the MVP, and everyone will be talking about him. And then he won't like decline, but like he'll drop off like a little bit, and then someone else will just take off, and then he'll be like third or fourth probably. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know, man, because DK is getting older and he's getting better. Tyler is just Tyler.
DK is what, 22?
Killer year. We have Will Disley, Gerald Everett. Like, I think this might be the most weapons Russell's had.
Yeah.
Am
No,
I
I agree.
wrong
I'm
in
with you.
saying that? Like, so with that, I mean,
Well, back then what we
yards
had
after the catch.
yeah. It's gonna be a
What's
lot of little screen things probably, right? Little
I mean, yeah, I mean that's Shane's offense, right?
true. But
Yeah, I
also it's
mean,
hard to think because like Aaron Rodgers.
yeah,
He's
and
Aaron Rodgers.
he's gonna come out really mad. And
Hmm.
Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, and
Oh gosh.
I mean Lamar Jackson still just because he's that dual threat and he can get both running
Yeah.
and throwing. I mean, I know he's not the best thrower, but he's
No, but imagine somehow he gets 4,000 yards passing and 1,000 yards rushing. It's hard not to
exactly.
give someone who does that the MVP.
And like they say like 7 rushing touchdowns and like 21, 22 passing touchdowns. It's like you can't I mean that's why he won the MVP a couple years ago. So
But I think Patty will. I have a feeling that
yeah,
Patrick is going to break the passing yards record,
really,
which is
I
what,
could see that.
44, 60 something. So he needs
And
4,500.
Andy Reid's offense is so fun to watch, man.
Yeah, why can he not? He has targets everywhere,
It is
and they'll throw it
ridiculous.
40 times a game.
Tyreek Hill is so fast.
You think he's a top 5 receiver in the NFL?
Oof, yeah, but he would be 5.
Really? What's your top 4?
I gotta go 1 through 4. So I'd go Julio, Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins, and why am I know I'm missing someone. Oh, DK.
You think DK top 5?
I think so. Just that. That's
Okay.
just Seahawk bias. Come on.
I'd probably put Tyreek above DK for now. But I agree with your top 5 probably. Julio's
I know.
Julio's
It's gonna
interesting.
be. What I just don't know about Ryan Tannehill.
I agree.
And he has to share catches with AJ Brown now, so his
You also have
stats
Derrick
might-
Henry. How can you not give that man 20 carries a game?
If you don't, I mean, Mike Vrabel's smart. He does.
You think they're gonna run him down too much?
I don't know.
Oh, it's
I read
hard
a
because if you look at all of his stats and
I read
through
it.
high school, he's
I
so
read
many
a stat.
carries. Yeah,
He's the only player to ever walk this earth to have 2,000 yards in high school, college, and the NFL.
insane.
Man is unhuman. I love watching him play. I will literally turn on a Titans game just to watch him run
Oh
the
yeah,
ball.
a
It's that
6'4".
entertaining.
Is he 6'4"?
He's like
6'4",
6'4",
230.
Yeah, something like that. Just an absolute beast, man.
Monster.
God, he's so fun to watch. I'm just
Let's
so
see.
happy for football to be here, man. It's
Yeah, what about your Super Bowl
finally here.
predictions?
Oh man, I hate those so early.
I know. Throw me one. Episode 1.
Episode 1, Super Bowl prediction.
I'll give
We
you
gotta-
one. Mine's probably like KC, Green Bay.
Really? You think Tampa doesn't go back?
It's hard
They brought-
between.
They brought everyone back.
I know. I think Rodgers is going to come ready. And then if you look at their receivers, I think they're a lot better than normal. Devontae, MVS is awesome. Alan Lazard is 6'5". They got Amari Rodgers from Clemson.
Yeah, and they got Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones.
AJ,
Yep.
AJ Dillon.
Oh, that man is.
But Green Bay's defense, though, you really think they can hold up for them all the way? And don't tell me you would have Green Bay beating Kansas City.
No, I would have no one beating Kansas City.
Okay. If I had to pick a winner, I would probably go KC too. Just because of Mahomes, but I feel like I feel like it's going to be a repeat. I think we're going to get the same game, but I think Kansas City is going to get the best of them. If I had to make a safe pick.
Yeah.
If
Let me get my predictions right here. I wrote down record. I'm pretty sure I had to, Green Bay 14-3, but Tampa also 14-3.
Yeah, Tampa at 14. Oh my God, I forgot about the extra game this year.
Mhm.
That's gonna
Yeah.
be so. I mean, honestly, going back to what you said earlier about Mahomes and breaking the passing record, he
I
absolutely.
think it's gonna
did it.
happen. Yep.
All these records are gonna start getting broken now. I mean, one more game is a pretty big deal.
especially for a guy who throws 350 every game.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and who knows, that could be a 500 game.
It easily could. That's scary.
Oh
Because
man.
an 80-yard touchdown can happen just like that with them, instantly. I
Wow.
do think the NFC will be Green Bay, Tampa, or us.
Green Bay, Tampa. Yeah. Usually I have New Orleans in that conversation. It's weird that I'm not going to be looking at New Orleans the same. I don't know why I kind of looked at them as the same, just because Drew Brees was there for so long. But man, it was so clear he was getting old, and he just clearly couldn't throw the ball down the field anymore. But
Well,
it's,
you brought him up. It's the first episode,
I
so
know it's
I might as well
coming.
state it.
It's coming.
Jameis Winston is the worst quarterback in the NFL.
He'll die on that hill.
I will. All backups are better than Jameis Winston.
Man had to get LASIK eye surgery after throwing 30 interceptions.
30 interceptions. I know he had 30 touchdowns, whatever the fuck, 5,000 yards. Sure. Or maybe not 5,000, 4,000, whatever it was.
Man, that's
get the fuck out of here.
Funny.
How the fuck you throw 30 picks in 16 games?
So and he's starting too.
You're not a starting quarterback. Jameis.
Oh man.
Jameis,
Yeah.
if you're listening and you want to come on the podcast. Let's talk.
We can talk this out apparently. That's fantastic.
Shit.
Oh wow, that's good. Yeah, man, I'm football. It's finally here. I mean, I know we're recording this a little bit earlier, so when this will come out, it's already happened. But we got Huskies.
No, it won't. Or Huskies, yeah.
Yeah, we got Washington, Montana at 5:00. Been super excited for that. Really been paying attention to all of what UW's been putting on their Twitter pages and whatnot. Love seeing the highlights. Man, it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, I think we're gonna
sports,
win.
Man. I just love sports so much.
Let's shift into maybe some Mariners. I didn't watch the game last night.
Oh my God!
I know Jared had that hit in the 10th.
So last night was game 1 against the Diamondbacks in Arizona. Mariners were up 4-1 or 5-1 for the longest time. Looked like we were cruising. Tyler Anderson was pitching a fantastic game, and then
did he? Good.
Yeah, great game, and then pulled him out. Sean Doolittle came in, and he looked like trash. He kept stepping on the front of the mound because he kept like slipping on whatever his plant foot was landing on, and he was like throwing the ball behind Raleigh and everything. Or no, Murphy was catching last night.
This is in Arizona?
Behind Murphy, yeah, and it was just all bad. And then eventually Arizona ended up scoring 4 runs in the 7th. Tie game goes into the 10th. Sewell actually blew it last night, surprisingly. It was the first time that he had pitched bad.
It happens.
And then, yeah, went into the 10th, and Jared came up clutch. Jared had a home run, too, I'm pretty sure.
He did. So did Mitch.
Yeah, 2-run home run. So three RBI day for Jared. Love to see it. Really hope he's going to get on track. I mean, I know he's still so young. We just have such high hopes for that kid. And the second we threw him into the majors, we just expected him to start doing amazing things. Doesn't really work like that.
Oh,
Mike Trout wasn't amazing when he first came into the majors.
I honestly think how Jared's playing, it's below expectations, but it's not bad. He's 21, gonna be 22 soon. It's gonna be fine. Give him a full whole year, and even this offseason, he'll know he's gonna be on the team. He doesn't have to think about, am I gonna be on the roster? Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I know he might not be thinking about that much anyway, but still, he's gonna be the everyday left fielder.
So yeah, we took game 1. Final score is 6-5. Mariners play again tonight. Marco's on the mound. So Marco had a good outing last time out. We got to win these games.
Marco had a good month, all August.
That's true. I mean, his ERA is down to 4 now. So
it was at like 6, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So he's been on fire. But we need to win these games against the Diamond. I just hate how Seattle sport teams always play to their team's competition. I texted you this last night, and it is one of the most frustrating things ever.
Seahawks do it every week.
Seahawks, Huskies basketball, like, and name a sport. It's just nonstop.
Huskies basketball, man.
like I feel like Seattle sport fans should get like free Medicare for like cardiac arrest type things because the heart inducing pain that we go through
Sucks.
it sucks. Like Seahawks games are not fun to watch sometimes. Like they are so stressful.
Pace.
I can't stay. I cannot sit.
I can't sit during a game either. Yeah, no.
Does not work.
Nope. But the good thing about going back to the Mariners, good thing about the Mariners playing and the D-backs also play them next week, I believe.
Yeah, in Seattle, I'm pretty sure, right?
I hope so. I would assume so. If today's in.
Yeah.
I don't know what the rest of the month looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, we go to Houston after 2 more games with Arizona, and then we come back to Seattle and we play Arizona again, and then we play Boston at home. We go to Kansas City. We go to Oakland for a 4-game series.
That's huge. Holy shit. That's got to be like end of the month, huh?
Yeah, and then we have 3 games against the Angels in Anaheim, and then we close out the season with 3 games against the A's in Seattle. Wow. We have 7 more games against the Athletics and today is September 4th.
When's that last game? I thought we play in the August this year, I think, right? Beginning of the season extended a little bit, so the Mariners will be playing in August for like the first time.
Last game of the season is September 29th.
It's no August or October, I mean?
No.
You sure?
If ESPN's lying to me, you can check it up with them.
Hey, maybe they are. Let me check my MLB app.
But yeah, if we're gonna
look at that. October 1st in Anaheim. October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. That's the last series.
That's weird. Why is it lying?
Just loves to lie. I don't know. A lot of games against the A's, though.
Okay, I see what I was doing wrong. Yeah, you're right. So it is, but still, 7
games
left,
games.
And we're 4 games behind as of today. They lost yesterday.
Behind the A's? Are they even in the wild card right now?
No, it's Yankees Boston are.
So we don't even give a the A's aren't even really the problem, huh?
I mean, they're above us.
Oh, we're a game back from them.
Yeah, and they're 3 games behind Boston, and we played Boston.
Okay, so we're 4 back from that Boston series.
Yep, we have a lot of huge series coming up this month. Man.
Actually, yeah, Astros, Boston, both A's.
I don't remember the last time I've had this feeling.
Okay, but if the Mariners win those big games, and then we take care of business against like the Royals, the A's, take at least 2 or 3 or whatever, win the series, we might sneak in there.
You're really getting my hopes up, man.
It's very unlikely.
I don't know if most people know this. Out of the 4 major sport categories in the United States, the Seattle Mariners have the longest playoff drought of any team. So NHL, NBA, MLB, or the NFL. The Seattle Mariners, it has been 21 years.
Yeah, 01, right?
Yep. We're tired of it. We need a playoff game. I'm
gonna say this to all the listeners as well. It's me and Logan were born 99, 2000. So how much have we really? We've never seen the Mariners in the playoffs. Let's be honest.
No, we haven't.
We've barely seen the Mariners have a winning season.
I was 2.
Yeah, a winning season. What? Maybe 3 times the best, 4 times.
Not to mention that we won 116 games that year in 2001 and still didn't make it to a World Series, and we still haven't.
Ichiro.
Yeah, it's hard being a Mariner fan, man. But this is why we stick around, because this team right now is so fun. They're so
the future.
young. Even our farm league, Julio Rodriguez is going to be a superstar when he gets here, man.
Novelli Marte as well.
Harry Ford, our 1st-round pick. Dude, come on.
George Kirby. Oh, gosh.
So excited. And we called Marmoleos up a couple of days ago. The dude was hitting
he had a home run first game.
He was hitting 36 home runs. He was leading the AAA West League in home runs and RBIs. That's like our 3rd-string catcher.
First base, but yeah.
First base, that's right. But, man, I can't believe we don't have the first. I mean, I don't know much about the Orioles Farm League. I keep seeing they're number 1, but I don't know how, man.
They're number 1?
Yeah, that's what I've
I
seen.
mean, they
Or was it
have number
Tampa?
one overall. I don't know. I just know Orioles have number one overall prospect, Adley
I thought
Rutschman or whatever it is.
I saw like the whole farm system league. They were number one and we were number two, which is shocking to me because I just don't understand how.
Yeah, we have 2 in the top 10 or top 11, 3 in the top 20.
I'm so glad we signed Dipoto and Scott to extensions, man. Like they've really been kicking tail the last couple of years.
Yeah, actually, that's actually one more thing I wanted to bring up about the Mariners is Dipoto because that trade, like we're gonna talk about Toro,
Oh yeah.
amazing.
So I don't think I've ever seen a trade be won so blatantly. So the Mariners traded for Abraham Toro and we gave up Kendall Graveman and someone else, right?
Yeah, someone else. We also got Joe Smith in that trade.
Yeah. And so Mariners Twitter especially was super
Yes.
upset when we got rid of Graveman because he had a really emotional interview and he clearly really was upset that he was leaving the club. And yeah, if like heartfelt, if you know,
They're close. They're
but
close guys.
this Abraham Toro guy is awesome and he's been killing it. And Mariners Twitter didn't really want to admit it, but our last series against Houston, Toro hit a, I mean, go ahead home run against Graveman. I've never seen two players get traded in the same season and then the other guy takes him yard.
Yeah. And Toro, right from the beginning, right away got off to a hot start with us.
I love it.
And I understand that Graveman was, very big in our bullpen and had an under 1 ERA. He was lights out. But you got to think of it like right when the trade happened, I knew it was going to be it's a good trade because Graveman is a free agent at the end of the year. Yeah, he loves Seattle. Who knows he's going to come back? Who knows if we're going to even offer him back? Toro is under team control for 5 more seasons or 4 more seasons. Oh my gosh. Even if he didn't come off to this hard of a start, it's still a good trade in the long run.
Right. Absolutely.
And that's our future second baseman, I think. I think stick him at second.
Probably. I mean, and he's a reliable switch hitter, power from both sides of the plate.
Also can play anywhere in the infield. You can play first, second, third.
I mean, it seems like there's more and more guys like that now. People used to be stubborn about what position they play, but now guys are coming up in the system and they're just like, put me wherever.
Awesome.
I love to see it.
Me too. I do hope we make the wild card, but I also don't expect it, and I'm also okay with not.
I mean, did we really ever think we were gonna be this good this far into the season? Like, I thought we were gonna show. Over? I thought we were gonna show signs of promise. I had no shot in thinking that we were gonna have any chance at a wild card.
I expected 65, 70 wins. I wanted 75, and I'm happy. And right now we're at what?
71, right?
Yeah, if we don't get 80, that's going to be surprising for the whole month to play.
Oh, we're at 73.
Yeah, I wanted 75 for the whole year. So there's no way we don't get over 80. That's an amazing year. We're going to finish over 500 probably.
Man, I just didn't really expect them to. Yeah, we're 13 games over 500. That is absolutely incredible. And we're so young. I mean, the oldest player we have is besides Seager, but Mitch next, and Mitch is 20.
Position player wise, yeah, not pitchers, but yeah.
Like 27? I
think so, yeah. Is it Mitch? It is Mitch.
It would be Mitch.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Kyle, Mitch, and then JP, I think.
JP's 25.
Like
25, 26. Yeah, real young. I did hear Kyle Lewis had a setback.
Oh no.
But it's also like, don't rush it this year because I don't.
There's so many outfielders. So many outfielders.
Yeah. I'm on the trade Trammell train. I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm also okay with trading Mitch, both of them, if you can get something good because
Mitch just
Julio
hit another home run last night.
Yeah, I know, but where are you gonna put him after Julio comes up?
DH. Find somewhere for him. Man just hit 33 home runs. Keep him at first. Trade Evan White.
God. I guess I don't.
I mean,
I don't think trading Evan White's going to be a thing because the contract.
True. I saw Ty France make his first mistake at first base last night all year. It wasn't him that bad, and he still got an out of it.
Oh, there you go.
He-
I think
he-
I think if you platoon Evan White, that makes sense. I like that. Have him. He can be the backup first baseman, coming every once in a while.
and I just think Ty France is a
Also,
lot more reliable at the plate.
at the plate, that's the thing. Yeah, because Evan is Gold Glove first baseman. No,
That's true.
nothing's gonna get better than that.
That's
But
true.
if you let him DH for a year,
Right.
maybe he'll get the bat going. He's still young.
Yeah. And then
I see.
give
Yeah,
it, and then give that a year. And I mean,
yeah,
Kyle's got to retire in the next 3 years, right? And Ty plays third, right?
he can. Yeah, and second. So Toro can play third too. And yeah,
We can figure
I
this
see
out.
it. Okay, yeah, I'm with you. Maybe,
We can
but I
figure
do
this
think
out.
trading Trammell or Mitch needs to happen.
I think Trammell. I think you got to keep Mitch at least one more year.
I also think
At least one or two.
Trammell will give you more value. 23.
Yep. And he's been killing it down in Tacoma too.
Mm-hmm. Let's see other MLB things. Shohei is crazy, and I wish he signed with the Mariners.
Yeah. It really upset me when I
But he
saw
hit
that
42
article.
last night or something.
I don't know. I saw the article come up on Twitter a couple of days ago, and the Mariners' name was like, I forgot what the actual headline said, but it was like the Yankees, Angels, us, and I think Oakland or something like that. We're looking at him, and of course,
We were second. That's what I heard. And I remember him coming over. I really wanted him, and of
surprised
course
he
he
didn't.
just. Me too. I was really surprised too because I really
Because
thought,
Ichiro,
and just in general,
yeah,
the Seattle community is very,
very open.
Mm-hmm.
He would have loved it here. I don't know if he loves it in LA. It's not even the Dodgers too.
If you add Shohei to the Mariners, it's over.
Someone's playing too much MLB The Show.
I'm not playing any MLB The Show, but imagine Shohei on the Mariners.
That would be fun. That'd be crazy.
Okay, whatever. I'm done. I don't even want to dream about it because it just makes me sad.
Dude, it's Babe Ruth on like steroids, and a lot of them. He's
What
not
if
on
it's going to be
steroids, I'm not saying
consistent though?
that, but I mean, the man's throwing 99 miles an hour.
I mean, like next year. Like, you think he'll have the same stats next year again? Because last year wasn't as good. Well, he also didn't pitch last year. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. Is it going to be like anything and people just kind of get used to a player, or is he just that good?
Do you think he's that good at to keep both up, or do you think he'll be like a good pitcher and then hit it, or like 40 home runs already though? Holy fuck!
We've never seen this, so I don't know. I wasn't alive in 1930 to see Babe Ruth. I don't know how often Babe Ruth played in. I mean, did he play every game and pitch every game? Like, I don't know how they played baseball back then.
Yeah, I mean, he probably pitched a lot more back then, but it's a lot different. I see what you're saying.
Because I know, like, Sandy Koufax back in the day, he used to pitch like every other day.
Yeah, Shohei pitches every 6 days.
Yeah, because now there's like an actual rotation. But back in the day, like, if the best pitcher's arm was okay to go, I'm pretty sure they went.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, he's like, we've never seen this, man. He's like a video game character that you make up. It's absolutely nuts.
It is.
It's like you make a really good pitcher, but then you somehow make him a right fielder at the same time when he's not pitching, just so he can keep hitting 40 home runs a season. It just makes absolute
power hitter.
Dude, I mean, I know he didn't do too well in the home run derby, but I saw some videos of him training. I know, but did you see like when he was practicing for it at the home run derby? Like before, dude, he was hitting.
Was he launching?
Dude, like 560 feet. Like, what? And then when the actual thing started, he just couldn't like get it going. But the guy has insane power.
Yeah, he does. What do you think about just playoffs in general? I guess for the MLB, like, what do you think it's gonna? I'm pretty sure the Dodgers are just.
I just can't stop watching NL West baseball right now, man. The Giants out of nowhere. I just watched their bullpen play a great game last night, and dude, the way the Giants won last night, I don't know if you saw. Trey Turner had like a routine ground ball to second, and he bobbled up in his glove, and he threw it to first base, and it was a little high, and the Dodgers first baseman's foot came off the bag, literally like that much, and then the guy touched first, and there was a guy on third, and then the guy, I think it was a guy on second, and he just went and he scored, and because the guy was safe at first, the game was over, and they went to check it on the replay, and it was literally by that much, and then the guy umpire said safe, and Giant,
it's over.
Yeah, they went nuts.
They are out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, dude. They're like 93 and 45 or something like that. What? It was supposed to be the Padres and the Dodgers. I just don't know what happened to the Padres. I think we might have a better record than them right now. I'm gonna
Than the
look it up.
Padres?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do.
I think you're right.
Yeah, so
And that team was supposed to be so good.
So the Padres are 71 and 64. We're 73 and 62.
Yeah.
So, do you know how much more money they're putting into that club than we are into ours right now?
Well, I mean, Tatis makes.
Machado makes.
Oh shit! Eric Hosmer makes.
Blake Snell makes.
You Darvish. Oh fuck,
dude!
I guarantee you that those 4 players are our whole payroll.
Their cap space is.
The Dodgers are worse.
Oh man, I mean that team's just low. But I mean, Magic Johnson's like a co-owner of it. I mean,
yeah, fuck it. If you got to spend, just fucking do it. Whatever.
But like, we're owned by Nintendo. How do we not have enough money? I've said that forever.
I know.
But now I don't complain about it as much because now we have good young players and it seems like we know what we're doing. But back in the day, I was just like, dude,
we got a good GM.
Mario. Yes, we do have a good GM.
Finally.
Thank God. I'm starting to get more and more faith into Scott Service. I used to give that guy a really, really hard time when he started with this, but it wasn't really his fault. I'm really growing on him and starting to like him.
Yeah, Scott's he's a good manager.
Seems like a good dude. He just has like really big grandpa vibes.
He does. It's fine.
Right? Watching him get emotional in that interview last week was pretty cool. He really fucking loves those guys.
He does. He deserved the extension too. I'm glad.
Absolutely. How many years was it?
I was about to ask you. I don't know.
Like 3.
That seems right.
Because I just know they want to finish out
your little core groups you got guys going. Yeah. At least
like they got to finish the project to see if it's gonna work.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna work. It's
finish the process. Trust the process. Why haven't Mariners came up with some dumb thing to say like that, like Philly fans?
They've done recently. It's been the fun differential or whatever. Fun. I don't know, something like that.
Philly fans are fun
because we're having fun, but our run differential is what, -60.
Yeah, somehow it's because when we win, it's like 4-3, but when we lose, it's like 9-1.
Yeah, we're like 27 and 12, I think, or something like that in one run games. We're really good in 1-run games, which is also bravo to Scott.
Right.
And the bullpen's awesome. Let's see what else. Let's talk about some UFC maybe.
Yeah, I mean, feel bad for London fans. They were supposed to get this card over there tonight, but
such a good card for them.
I'm happy for their 1:00 start though, so the fucking guys don't have to stay up until like 3 a.m. Man, those are some of the most hardcore fans is UK MMA fans because they stay up until like the crack of dawn just to watch the main card. It's nuts.
Did you hear Darren Till speak Portuguese?
Mm-hmm. He's actually pretty decent at it too.
Yeah, it's real smooth.
You got to give it to him. That guy trolls so hard on Twitter.
Oh my gosh, that guy is his post fights interviews. I remember that one where Joe or someone like held the mic out and he's just yelling like this.
Yeah, he's just screaming. He's like, "They're all getting it. I don't care."
Oh my gosh.
And then he's fighting Derek Brunson.
Yeah. Who do you think? Who Brunson? I watched him fight Kevin Holland.
Yeah,
but
he did really well. But Kevin just talks too much.
Yeah, and Brunson just knew how to fight Kevin as well because Kevin's not a grappler, and he just brought him to the ground and he dominated him literally 3 out of the 5 minutes every round, and it was.
And you could hear him. You could hear Kevin getting frustrated. He's like, "Come on, man!" He literally
yeah, he's
was
let me do
getting
something.
mad at him.
Yeah, I don't know who else Brunson.
We got Patty Pimblett.
Pimblett, yes. Patty likes our tweets. I tweet at him and he likes our tweets on Twitter.
That's cool. Shout out to Patty, man. Seems like one entertaining motherfucker, and it's cool seeing Cage Warrior champions come over to the UFC and dominate. So
it is. Patty's gonna be one of those guys.
Oh, dude, he just looks so fun, Connor-esque, maybe just for the trash talk. I don't know what the Irish got going in their Guinness or whatever over there, but they are always hyped up to fight someone, so I love it.
Yeah, Patty's gonna be ready. It sucks it's not in the UK for him.
Yeah, right.
But it'll be okay. He'll be.
Shout out to COVID for being dumb as hell.
Yep.
Tired of this stuff, but hope everyone's staying safe during this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But football's back. Sports are coming
Everything's back. Yeah, basketball even comes back in
things are
October.
slowly starting to come to normal, even though it doesn't seem like it's coming to normal. It's a weird time, man. Seems like all UK fighters are just entertaining.
Yeah. Who's Tom fighting?
That's a good question. They're fighting like a bunch of people.
Was he middleweight or?
No, he's heavyweight.
Oh, he's heavyweight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, big boy. Oh, that's right. I saw him fight that one guy. I don't know who that was, but that he fought.
Oh, he's fighting Sergey Spivak. I know who that is.
I'm new to the UFC world in general, so I cannot tell you who that is.
Sergey Spivak fought click on his profile really quick. I recognize that name for sure. Oh yeah, he beat Alexei Oleinik. That's right.
Ooh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And he's beat Tai Tuivasa via submission.
That guy is the guy who knocked out Greg Hardy, yeah?
It was pretty awesome. Greg
yeah,
felt
that
like
was
a little girl. Fantastic.
Poor Greg.
Not really. Yeah, Tom is fighting. Oh yeah, Spivak, and then we have.
Who's Patty?
Some Luigi Vendramini. I'm sorry, my Portuguese is terrible.
It's okay, I don't know.
Unlike Darren Tills.
Yeah, Darren Till's really good. You think Darren's gonna win?
I don't know. Derek looked pretty good in his last time out, and when was the last time Darren fought? It was Robert.
I was
Whittaker,
gonna ask
right?
you. Yeah,
Yeah, it was Robert Whittaker last summer. Not this last summer.
Been a whole year.
It's been a whole year. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty here. Let me make sure. I don't want to be wrong on the pod, but that's the last time I can remember watching him fight. And Robert Whittaker took care of him. Yep, that was the last time he fought. His last 5 fights have been Stephen Thompson, win unanimous decision. He lost to Tyron Woodley, lost to Jorge, beat Kevin Gastelum via submission.
Holy cow, he's fights.
Yeah, I know. He's still 18-3, so I mean, I can't really give him too much crap.
Oh, he's fought some guys though. Yeah.
Those are some dogs.
What about Brunson?
Also fights.
Jack Shore does tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, prelim?
It's a full UK card, yeah, on the prelim.
Prelim? Why is he still a prelim fighter, right?
So Derek Brunson's last 5, he lost to Izzy. He beat Theodoro, and then he won. He beat Ian Heinich, beat Edman Shabazian, and then he beat Kevin Holland. He's won 4 of his last 5, 3 by unanimous decision.
Okay. So he doesn't really finish people.
No.
What do you think's gonna happen?
Probably not a finish. Now that I just read that.
Wait, did he have a lot of finishes? I don't remember what you said.
Oh wait, the prelims are going on right now as we record this, and Julian Arosa is in his pre-fight. Yakima, Washington native. Shout out, man. Hopefully you get it
sweet.
done. Yeah, that's pretty cool to see.
So start right now?
It says pre-fight, so I bet they're doing
probably about to go. Yeah. Sweet, Yakima. I didn't know that. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try. What's his name again?
Julian Arosa.
All right, I'm gonna try to get him on the pod.
Shout out to
chat
Julian,
with
man.
us. Yes.
He's a dog.
I didn't know he's from Yakima. That's super cool.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Dana's gonna give Brady high stand or whatever, the guy in the top.
People were saying give him both.
Yeah, he fought real good.
Right.
But what is I was gonna ask you, the Contender Series? That's just Dana picking guys who might, right?
I don't know how that works.
That's me either. I understand how tough works.
Too many fighters, man. Too many random fighters coming in the UFC when you can't even pay the main ones that make you the money. It makes no sense to me.
Gosh, I know.
Makes no sense to me. I mean, the Ultimate Fighter's cool. Like, yeah, but really,
super cool.
But you picked Alexander Volkanovski and Brian Ortega. Like, you couldn't have picked
Yeah, I think in Dana's mind, he's thinking like a fight at the end of the season for him, and they could fight for the belt now and the season's over. But like, I'm with you.
Those are not the 2 guys that need to be on that show, man.
No, did you watch it?
No, because of that reason.
I watched some highlights and some of the pranks they did were just so
corny.
Yeah, it's like, come on, get Nate Diaz on there again or something.
Makes no. I don't know.
I'm with you.
If I could have a conversation with Dana White, I would have some really choice words with him.
Yeah, Dana, if you're out there listening to this very small podcast,
fuck the Milk Boys hop on ours, man. We're gonna ask the real questions here.
Hey, your damn fighters, Dana.
Dude, for real, it makes no sense.
God.
Not just Connor because of proper 12. Okay.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, okay, whatever. Let's talk about Connor. What do you think
As you
about?
can see, me and Devin are very passionate, no matter what sport it is, and we get very angry. So,
Yeah, there's some subjects you just can't keep talking about. It's just
We're a
like,
very
what the
passionate group.
fuck?
We're a very passionate group here on the Northwest Logic podcast.
God, it's just, I just don't. He always brags about, like, what, 2 weeks ago he was bragging about how he made $7 million in the casino. It's like, Dana, that's great.
Shut up.
You can't split 1 million between
It makes
anything.
And your bonuses are 50,000. And you see how emotional the fighters get when they win that. And it's 50. Like, I know $50,000 is a lot of money. Do not get me wrong.
No,
but
that's great.
Compared to the overall dynamic of all like sports salaries and all like.
Actually, yeah, I was gonna bring this up.
There's no fighters union in the UFC, and I think up until that happens, nothing's gonna ever happen.
So I saw the stat the other day. Actually, it's like total revenue spent on players, back. So like the NBA total revenue, I think was like 52% of the total revenue goes back to the players. NFL was like 46.
Yeah.
I think MLB was about 42. And then NHL was, whatever. And then way down the list, the UFC, 14.6% of the total revenue goes to all of the fighters. There are more fighters in the UFC than there are on an NBA roster, even including the G League.
Wow, I did not know that.
14% of Dana's total revenue. And you think about that, break it down even more. When Connor steps in the octagon, it's $1.5 million, $2 million, no matter what. Even if no matter the outcome.
Imagine if he fought Nate again, how much money he'd make.
I was about to ask you think that's going to happen? I think that's going to happen.
I want it to happen. Who wouldn't want it to happen?
I think
any UFC fan wants to see it. Yeah, me too.
Honestly, it's a perfect fight if you really break it down.
Yeah.
Also,
how long do we have to wait for Connor?
Well, he's walking.
Yeah, I saw something that he's squatting.
Yeah.
Why you just snapped your ankle a month and a half ago, man?
Yeah, he's on a 6-month suspension because he fought in wherever he fought. There's some fighter rules for the state. Like how in Arizona you can smoke weed or whatever, but like other state you can't, even though whatever. So he got suspended for 6 months because of the broken ankle. So he can't fight for at least 6 months as of the day of the fight. So we're what, 2 months through? 4 months from now? I also heard that Nate's reaching a deal to fight in December.
Ooh,
and I heard it was Vincent Lique.
What?
Which is number 4 welterweight. He just fought Leon, number 3 welterweight, which he should have won if you ask me, but it's his own fault.
Nate Diaz's name just gets him high contender fights.
Hey, also that the welterweight is not the best.
No, well, I mean, we just don't think so because we know who runs it.
No one has a shot.
Nobody has a shot. Kamaru Usman is my opinion. I'll die on this hill. I do not like John Jones, but I know how good of a fighter he is. So I'm going to say this. Kamaru Usman is the best number 1 pound for pound fighter on the UFC roster and in the world. And that's just not my humble opinion. That's my factual opinion. No, that's just fact.
I agree with you. It's hard to say pound for pound. I hate that because
total domination, man.
I get that, but it's like, how do you compare like number 3 on the pound for pound is what? Volkanovski? Imagine him against a heavyweight, any heavyweight.
Yeah, and I just look at it as in like total dominance
in the league,
like range, and maybe even in your range. I mean,
your weight class, yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, okay, you're right.
And he hasn't lost. I mean, he has 1 loss, right? And that was like in the very, very beginning of his career.
1 loss. I don't know who it was to.
That's how long ago it was.
It's been at least 2015.
Dying on the hill.
Holy shit, yeah. I'm with you. Kamaru is my favorite fighter. in the UFC right now, and I do think he is the best fighter in the UFC that is currently fighting. I don't know if I could say total, but I want to see John fight again.
I don't like John Jones. No
I
one
know
likes
you
a
don't like
cheater.
John Jones.
No one likes a cheater.
Hey,
No one likes
cocaine on a Friday night, beat the shit out of a guy on Saturday night. It's all fine. Fuck it.
Drunk driving on a Saturday night.
After he beat the shit out of some guy.
Hiding under an octagon to hide from USADA on a Saturday night.
That's what I'm talking about. Whatever it takes to win, baby.
No, my favorite fighter is just Izzy, just based on the whole thing he's got going on there is so hilarious to me. I love it.
Yeah.
And I love how he has the balls to step up to lightweight and fight a beast in Jan Blachowicz. Like,
okay,
no one would do that. I know we lost, but man,
he didn't put it on any weight. Jan put on 15 pounds. No,
like,
she didn't beat the fuck out of you.
I was wondering why it took Jan so long to get Izzy to the ground. It wasn't until like the middle of the third round that he finally took Izzy down. But when they were standing up, man, like Izzy was kind of getting to him a little bit. He hit him with that one good body shot, and that was it. And then Jan was like, okay, I'm just done with this. And then he took him to the ground, and then he just never let him back up.
He should have done it started from round 1.
Yeah.
And I don't know, especially because he put on weight. He put back on the weight.
And it sucked because
Izzy did not. Why didn't Izzy put on the weight?
I don't know.
I guess he's also thinking because he's got to cut it all off again because he's gonna go back down anyway. But yeah, no, I like Jan too. Who's the other? There's one fighter in that weight class. Yeah, Jerry.
Yuri push.
Yeah.
The guy who has the awesome hair comes out like all the way to here.
Yeah,
it's like Yuri
sick.
Push. He's from like Slovakia or something like that.
He's gonna be the belt holder.
You think so?
Yeah.
I want to see him and Jan fight. Is that the fight?
No.
Who's Jan? No, Glover Teixeira. That's right.
Get the fuck out of here! Don't even.
Poor Glover, man.
A 44-year-old Glover Teixeira, get out of here.
But that card's looking pretty spicy though.
Really good. Oh gosh, at the end of the month, is it? Yeah. And then the very next week.
Back-to-back weeks pay-per-view.
Thank you, Dana.
We are blessed. Yeah, we're just talking shit.
I know.
We are going to be blessed in these next 2 months of sports, people. It is going to be very, very fun. We're excited to talk about it with you guys. And yeah, this is what we love to do, man. I'm just super
One thing
excited.
I don't know if we'll talk about much is Trailblazers basketball. I know it's Northwest, but
we're still bittersweet. As you can tell, what's hanging on Devin's wall. We are really bittersweet, but we still pay attention because we both played basketball in high school. We both love basketball in general. So
yeah, we'll be talking basketball when it starts either way, but I'm just saying my favorite team is the Suns.
Yeah, you do love the Suns.
I do love the Suns.
I just can't pick a team because I am such a stickler when it comes to Washington sport teams. I can't like a team if it's not based out of Washington. That's kind of how I am. I like teams. Like, I like certain players on certain teams. Like, I love Steph Curry coming out of Davidson, and I loved Klay Thompson coming out of Washington State. And when they both got put on the same team, those one back-to-back years, I knew that backcourt was going to eventually be the best backcourt in the NBA. And look what happened. So I like the Warriors a little bit, and yeah, that's basically about it. I just love good fundamental basketball. I love the Suns too.
Yep. I started being a Suns fan in 2014.
Yeah? What made you become a Suns fan? I actually don't know this.
Oh, you don't know? Okay, let's tell a little story. Shout out to Kendall because I know he's going to listen. So he's involved in this. Freshman year, me and Kendall started becoming friends because we both went to Squalcom or whatever. And then we were just started hanging out a whole bunch. And then one day we were just at his house and we don't have a fucking favorite team. And we're like, you know what? Let's pick one. Each of us. One of the shittiest teams. And then we're going to like them throughout high school.
That's awesome.
So I picked the Suns because they were god awful. They were, I think, the worst team in the NBA that year.
Who was on the roster on the Suns in 2014? I can't even name a player, I don't think. Was Jamal Crawford still on the Suns?
I think Jamal was, yeah. It was like, I know the only person still on the team is D-Book.
Wow, he was a rookie on that team. Oh wow,
rookie.
Shout out Jamal Crawford though. Washington represent.
Yes,
Mr. Crossover. Anyways,
so I picked the Suns, and I think it was like Tyler Ulis God awful. God awful. They were bad for a long time. And then Kendall picked the Kings.
Oh yeah, that's
Yep,
right.
and that's still his favorite team.
That sucks.
And I feel bad for you, Kendall. Yeah, if you're listening, I'm sorry that my team finally made the finals and your team is still not even in the playoffs.
Oh man, De'Aaron Fox is really like fast.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox is fast. He's gonna be good. Okay, well, Kendall's gonna get mad at us. He's gonna see this. Kendall, I'll give you. He'll have 20 and 8 assists.
That's generous.
Yeah.
All jokes aside. I mean, we can't talk too much. I mean, we imagine if we played a one-on-one game with De'Aaron Fox, like it's all jokes.
100%. Yeah, 100%. No, yeah, De'Aaron Fox, real good.
And should we just talk about maybe some of the NFL games that are just coming on in general on Sunday, or we could talk about the crazy college football weekend that we're gonna have coming up. We got Georgia, Clemson. I mean, I know that these games are already gonna happen when this came out, but man, there's some,
right?
Yeah, there's some packed games today, and it's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
Sure,
I'm
let's talk
calling
about some
it.
college football. Why not?
I hate Alabama, so Miami's upsetting them today, and I don't care.
Oh, calm down.
Like that's a really young quarterback, and
What, Bryce Young?
That's all I got. Yeah, that defense, dude. Everybody basically besides Surtain came back on that defense.
Yeah.
People, Alabama fans are saying it's Saban's best defense that he's ever had. That's
get out of here.
No, that's what Bama fans are saying.
No, I have seen a team with what Minka and that team with that
dude.
Better
They're
than
like
that. Oh
yes.
My, it's over then.
Apparently, I don't pay attention to Alabama football, but from what I've been listening to on my own sport podcast I listen to, yeah, they are. It's not supposed to be good.
It just makes me laugh because it's just like how absurd.
Dude, it's so bad now. I don't even ask people what, like, who they think is gonna win in the college football championship.
It's Bama.
Like, there's no. It's like either Bama or Clemson if you hate Bama.
Yeah, you might be able to say Oklahoma, but
I just don't. Is Spencer Rattler really gonna be that good? I honestly haven't seen him play that much.
So I think he's gonna be good, but it's hard because Oklahoma's had so many quarterbacks lately. You know, like Baker, and then fucking who else won the Heisman? Jalen Hurts. And then
he came from Alabama too, though.
Yeah.
It was
Kyler Murray, right?
Yeah, 3 straight Oklahoma quarterbacks won Heisman.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Spencer might be able to join that, but I don't think he will. Because there's the hype is way too big. I think it's because of those quarterbacks.
Who's the second biggest name to win the Heisman? I don't even know. Like all I hear is Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think probably go with like the USC quarterback. I think I saw him killed on Slavis, I think it is.
It's funny how people think USC is going to be higher.
Get out of here. Anyone, if you're out there, you think that the Trojans are going to be better than the Huskies, stop watching. I don't even want your view.
We don't want that kind of nonsense around these parts.
Yeah, I don't. And I saw like a lot of people think the Huskies going to win 8 games. There are 3 hard games on the schedule.
Yeah.
4 maybe, because Stanford's always a problem.
For whatever reason.
Yeah. It just goes back to what we were saying earlier about the Seattle teams playing down.
Mm-hmm. It's just very infuriating.
Mm-hmm. I think Oregon is good. I'm hoping that someone upsets them at this point, because
Did we play them in Seattle? Look at you, ready to up.
I think so. Yeah, November 6th.
Sweet.
Which that's late in the year.
Which will be in favor for us now.
Week 10, it could, but it could also not.
That'll be a fun game regardless. And then Wazoo's our last game.
Yeah, it goes Oregon, Arizona State, Colorado, Wazoo. which Arizona State's also ranked.
Is Herm Edwards still the head coach?
I believe so, but I also don't know anything about Arizona State.
You know.
Also heard a lot of going back to the Heisman thing you're talking about. It's the USC or no USC, UNC North Carolina quarterback.
Yeah,
Sam Howell.
Howell, yeah, I've heard that name a couple of times.
But I heard
But
that
they
I think
just
I read he
lost.
did bad. Yeah, he played really bad last night or something.
They just lost. Yeah, Virginia Tech upset them. It was a great game, by the way. Shout out Hoagies, Cam Chancellor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was awesome to see. Dude, Virginia Tech stormed the field. Why not? Beat number 10. It's the first time they beat a top 25 ranked opponent at home in
Really?
since 1997 or something like that.
Oh,
I think
fuck
I read.
it, yeah.
Like storm that shit, dude. What?
Yeah.
Oh, people were getting mad. It's like, oh, it's only a top 10 ranked team, and of course they're gonna be those people mad about
Only.
COVID. And come on, let the kids have some fun, man. Holy crap, people have been locked in their house for a year and a half. They win a football game, they're gonna get excited, right?
Only a top 10 team.
Yeah,
What do you
right.
mean? There's hundreds of
Did
100.
North Carolina? No, obviously Clemson won, but North Carolina finished like second in the ACC last year, right?
I would assume so. Yeah. I don't know anything about the ACC.
Why?
At least football wise, basketball wise.
Sure.
Because I feel like the ACC football is just usually so bad, but I guess they're not anymore.
Clemson. It's just Clemson.
Yeah.
I mean, Miami's ranked 14th.
The U.
I kind of want to see Miami get good again.
Didn't they have this quarterback, last name King, right?
Do not even ask me a single player on the
Oh.
Hurricanes because I'm not going to be able to answer that question.
The college football talk will get better throughout the season as we learn
Absolutely.
who's going to consistently be on the team. It's hard sometimes with college football.
I mean, we know Husky football like the back of our hand, though. I mean,
yep. Demo for Heisman. Mark my words. I was also want to say Richard Newton for Heisman. I was like, okay. How much are we gonna run the ball?
That's true. I'm just excited for our defense. I think our defense is gonna be really good this year.
Secondary, the corners are the best. It's the best corners in the duo. I know. Yeah, I know. You're right.
I mean, we have so many cornerbacks coming out of Washington in the NFL right now, like Kevin King, Buda Baker, Sidney Jones, who we just got that we were talking about earlier.
Elijah Molden.
Elijah Molden just went, and I'm missing one more. I know I'm missing one more. Blanking on me. Anyways,
me too.
The amount of Husky defensive.
Shaq Thompson,
players.
if you want to throw in a linebacker safety hybrid.
I mean, dude, Corey Littleton's still playing. Do you know that?
Wow.
Yeah, he's still in the league.
I mean, if you want to keep Joe Tryon from
he had a great preseason for the
Tampa,
Bucks.
He's awesome. Yeah. Miles Bryant, but he got cut, so we won't talk about that. But still.
Did you see Dante Pettis and John Ross are on the Giants?
Are they?
Yeah.
John Ross on the Giants now?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Little Daniel Jones, John Ross connection. I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
You don't like Daniel Jones?
No, I do not.
What?
You do? You do?
I feel like I'm a believer in Daniel Jones.
I think the coolest thing about him is that he ran faster than Lamar Jackson last year. He was the fastest running quarterback.
The 80-yard touchdown was funny. He was hauling ass. You know, he's just like, I gotta fucking go. I don't know what the fuck.
He was hauling so much ass.
I think it's also hard for me. I am one of those stereotypical guys who's like, you see a quarterback who is 6'4", 6'5", 220, 225. Yeah. That guy's gonna be fucking good.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with Daniel Jones. And he had so much improvement, I feel like.
Duke? So I know I don't want to slander Duke University too hard, but
oh yeah, to tell all the fans, I am a Duke men's basketball fan.
To die for. But
since I was 6, 7.
But let's be honest, 70% of us forget that Duke has a football program.
Yeah, me too, every year.
And then all of a sudden, what was it? What was he picked number 7? What was it?
Yeah, because he's 6'5", 220. Right?
Oh my God, New York football.
I'm with you, but I think that he is young and could develop really good. He has targets, Evan Ingram. But the main thing is, if you run the ball consistently with Saquon and don't rely on Daniel.
And please do, because I picked him in fantasy last night.
Yep, exactly. If you do that, then that's gonna be the big thing. Relying on Saquon, but also don't want to rely on him too much because you don't want to tear the ACL again or something.
I mean, what if he comes back and has like an Adrian Peterson-esque comeback ACL year?
Exactly. Then the Giants are going to be really good because I think Daniel Jones will benefit off having a big year from a running back.
If Saquon can have a big year and Daniel Jones can play semi-decent, do you think they
Yes.
Do you think they win the division?
Yes.
Really? You don't trust Fitzmagic, huh?
Ryan Fitzpatrick isn't going to be the starter after week 5.
Oh, hot take. Really?
Taylor Heineke, baby.
Oh man,
Put his ass in there.
People forget Washington was the closest team to coming and beating the Bucks last year in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's just the D line. The defense is awesome.
I love that defense. Chase Young's a stud.
The one thing that I also think about with them is if they add Cam Newton, how much does it change?
Is Cam Newton really that good though?
But it's so much better than what they have. You see what I mean? Like, does it benefit them a lot? Because big upgrade over Fitzpatrick probably, and Ron Rivera.
Don't be slandering Fitzmagic like that. That man is a saint, and we must protect this man at all costs. He has a delicacy for the NFL. He has played for every trash NFL team and thrown 17 touchdowns and 14 interceptions consistently with shit players. Yeah, it's not his fault.
No, he is very consistent. I'll give him that, actually. Get out of here. Holy fuck. Russell, we love you so much. Don't leave ever.
We do. Like I said earlier, jokes aside.
Don't leave us, Russell, please.
Okay, I just had a really bad image of Ryan Fitzpatrick in a Seahawk uniform.
Makes me think of Matt Flynn.
Oh, wow. Ugh. Man, and you want to talk about winning a job. That preseason, I'll never forget that.
Yeah, Russell was awesome.
And that Tennessee game, he absolutely took over. That Kansas City game, he showed that he could manage the game.
With third string guys.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And look at him now, man. I love that guy.
Me too. Russell, come on the podcast. You're never going to see it, but I'm trying for everyone.
Hey, man, why
not? No, but we do have, speaking of guests on the podcast, we do have some good guests lined up for everyone.
We're excited.
Yeah, been talking with some, Mariners minor league players. Got some UFC guys I'm talking with, Bellator fighter, UW football player, former UW basketball player.
Yeah, you gotta stick around to find out names though, clearly.
Yeah, no spoilers.
No, they're great guys. We loved watching them play and or do whatever they do within their organizations, and we're very excited to, chat with them, pick their brains.
Yes, very excited. Is there anything else you want to cover?
Good luck to the Huskies tonight, 5:00. I expect a complete dominance over the Montana. And
yeah, I want over 40 points.
Yeah, and if everyone stays safe. Thanks for coming, and yeah, look forward to coming back and doing this again.
Yes, we will chat next week. Probably, I don't know if the episodes are going to be consistently on Mondays, but there will be one a week, no matter what.
And we'll definitely post an update on our Twitter page, so
there'll be little clips as well.
Expect it.
Yes.
All right.